Hello everyone, welcome to Open Email Monday. Today I'm going to be sharing a special kind of email primarily used by SaaS companies to drive engagement directly from your inbox to their platform. As you know, SaaS companies are always working hard to one, drive conversions, two, to increase their daily, weekly, and monthly active users on the platform. What I'm about to discuss is a brilliant way to drive exactly that. So I took 3 case studies here. One of them is Crunchbase, a great platform for getting access to investors and startups' investment data. Another tool, I'm a member of this one, by the way. I pay for it. Another tool is G2 Crowd, the online leading research website. So if you're looking up products, SaaS companies, you can find all the reviews and all the profiles on G2. I am also a member. We pay a lot of money for G2. Finally, built with a very, I would say, a smaller company relatively to the first two, with the capability of looking up what technology a specific website is using. So who's using Shopify, WordPress, and so on. I am not a member. I'm not paying for Built With, and they're primarily using this to drive me to make purchases and convert. So it's a great way to do it. So let me dive right into each one of them and how they structured their content. Starting from Crunchbase, you can see the subject line is straightforward. It's a weekly update that I get, and it includes some of my saved search results. Now, I do know they have a free tier, which might be also used to send out these emails, and it could be a great way to convert. But at this point, I am a member and I'm getting weekly updates. And quite frankly, I barely visit Crunchbase without those emails. I wait for them, I check the results, and I click through the email to the product. So they're getting that engagement directly from my inbox. The structure is straightforward. It's broken down by the different searches. So that not much to discuss here beyond structure itself and how many to include. They included a few of them, as you can see, but I do have a lot more than that, in which case they capped it, I believe, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. And this could be done using some sort of an internally built algorithm and an RSS feed that you can build. The bottom includes all the basics, including unsubscribing. And if I click unsubscribe, it takes me to the opt-out. So it's an immediate unsubscribe, but I can also go back in here and say, no, I want to continue getting emails. The second is G2 Crowd. I get these on an ongoing basis, but let me explain the structure itself. It's a clean email. The subject line is really pulling the most relevant search. So in this case, it's Salesforce. And this is an alert of who's researching VBOUT. So whoever has visited our profile on G2, they're sending us our results, as you can see here. There's one CTA, very clean. I really like this. And I can click on here to view all the other companies. So it's also driving me to log in and view the results and so on. Now, sadly, with the with the G2, they really don't have a proper flow. Like the login here is access denied. So some errors here and there, but the email itself is straightforward. No unsubscribe, no preferences. This is because I had the option inside my profile to activate those alerts, so they can get away with that to protect themselves from spam compliance issues. I do recommend, however, maybe having a preferences option. The third vendor is Built With. Straightforward. There's nothing here pertaining to design or branding, really. It's just text. And they send me monthly updates to try to get me to one of the searches I did in the past. So I did a search. They said, give us your email to get your results. And since then, they've been consistently sending me updates. It's also a great way to, generate leads and upgrade their leads. I haven't spoken to them, but I bet you if I communicate with their sales and marketing, they will tell you this is a great way to drive conversions. They did include an unsubscribe option. I'm not going to click it because it's a one click, but the email overall is very straightforward. New, built with reports, leads, August 2020, monthly reports. And the reason there's no name here is primarily because I am not opted in as a client. I'm just a marketing user. Now, looking at the infrastructure, they all have the proper setup. SPF is a pass, DKIM is pass, and DMARC is pass. This is for a Crunchbase, and they're using SendGrid infrastructure to some capacity. I do have also the G2 email. Let's look at it real quick. They have SPF set up and DKIM set up, but they do not have the DMARC set up. I think it's not the best way to go about it, but that's not going to affect your email. They're using HubSpot overall for their email sending. And finally, with built with, let's look at them real quick. They have the DMARC, DKIM, and SPF pass. I'm not sure what service this is. There might be, it might be something not as popular. I can do a reverse lookup on this, but for this particular case, my intent is to analyze the email itself. All right. Now, all these three are executing their emails really nicely. They're driving engagement. And you can adopt this for your own service if you want to compile some sort of a weekly RSS feed of the new deals or anything else. So for me, I always say think outside the box. Although these are SaaS companies using this for their benefits, of course, with heavy automation in the background. But you as a non-SaaS business, I believe there are some applications that you can deploy. Okay. Finally, before you go, I wanted to share with you a great resource on VBOUT.com. So if you visit our website and you go to our tools, you're going to find a whole bunch of publicly accessed. You don't have to be a user of VBOUT to get our spam compliance chart. We also have a spam word checker, email examples from popular brands, and hundreds of email copy you can use. And we have an email subject line checker. So if you need some handy tools under your tool belt, we have them right here on VBOUT. And of course, many of them are already pre-built into the tech stack. So if you're using us, you'll get access to all of these from within the system itself. All right. I hope this is helpful. If you like and you find value, please like, share, or comment. And other than that, see you next week.